ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night here on the EiE Network. We are the Shills, this is Pub Chat, and I am the Sarcastic Barman, owner and purveyor of all things alchemy frolic and pronouncer of bad words. I hope you're all prepared for a stupidly fun night with some amazing guests, fun chattiness, and just generally me getting drunk and laughing at the entire world. To take us round the table, we've got the one and only floating head in a jar. It's Kevin, DeadKennedyInSpace.
Yeah, close enough for government work, you know. Hello, Space Cowboys. Hope everyone's keeping well. I'm looking forward to Pub Chat tonight because not only do we have Professor Dave, but there's just been I've seen a lot of stupid around lately. I mean, I've got. I'll start off by saying I saw a tweet where a flat earther said that the car that Elon Musk sent into space should have the gasoline in it should have boiled. Gasoline in the electric car. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But let's go around the table here and see who else we've got with us. Barman, since you introed, start with yourself. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, actually. I've just had a fun chat with Seek Truth, Speak Truth, who's in the chat. Good evening to him. Had a fun video earlier that for some reason got marked as 18 plus, and I've got a sneaking suspicion it was because of the person who sent me the video, their specific name, which we won't get into whether a YouTuber's really naffed up on that, because I did nothing more violent, horrible, or sweary than any other video. So that's very odd.
Lovely. Yeah. I'll tell you this. At least I got the notifications for that video. Irish Demon, I got a notification for one of his videos 3 days after it uploaded. 3 days.
I saw your tweet on that. That's a joke. That's an absolute joke.
Incredible. Mike Bertelson, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. And I still have yet to get the notification for this stream. So, you know, there's that. I've seen quite a bit of stupid myself today. I've been going back and forth with Chris Linsky, right the hand himself, on Facebook, on MC Toon's page. God, the man's an idiot. And if there is ever a flurf with a scripted narrative, he is certainly it. Wow.
That seems to be a growing trend with flat earthers. They're getting way more scripty.
Yeah. And he's got some fun ways to try to force you into his script.
Lovely. Let's see. Pushing all the knobs and twiddling with all the buttons. Mr. Dawson, how are you today, sir?
Good. Very good. Actually found myself with a surprise kid-free day, so got to do a little stuff in the background pertaining to the channel and a couple of new things we got coming up, but put all of that aside because I'm really looking forward to hanging out with Radical and Dave and, you know, chewing the fat with some cool YouTuber action. This is going to be great.
Excellent. And we also have in something of a rare appearance lately, Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey. Oi, oi, sir. How are you today?
Oi, fucking oi, motherfuckers. Yeah, guess what? I've just come out of lockdown, haven't I? Because you fuckers just took the fucking padlock off my cage at last. I'm sorry. Yes, I promise I will not fucking throw shitballs at you anymore, all right? I promise you that. I mean, I don't even know what your fucking problem is anyway. I mean, Christ, my mum, my sister, my dad's great at it. You know, we used to have family games like who could eat each other in the fucking eye. And you lot seem disgusted by it. Do you know what? You lot are fucked in the head. You really are. You're all weirdos, man. But, you know, I kind of like you. Fucking strange as fuck, man. But, like, yeah, I'll try my hardest not to throw feces at people that, like me. I'll just throw people that don't like me. Yeah, man.
I've missed monkey intros.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway, I got a debunk, right? I got a debunk that's coming up, and it is going to spin everyone out. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Well, that was different. But it needs debunking, so I'm doing it. And none of you fuckers will be like, none of you will be on it. I'm on it. Fucking
right.
wait and see, man.
Look forward to it. Something of a regular here, but still technically a guest, I guess. Radical the Unhallowed Knight, how are you today?
I just walk by sometimes. Sometimes the door is open, sometimes the door is closed, and I just walk in. I just noticed something. I forgot to eat my mushroom because I'm tiny.
You're tiny.
I'm tiny on the screen. usually I'm bigger, but hey. It's like I'm 1 meter and 20 or something. I don't even reach above the bar. Am I even allowed here? Hey? Are you guys serving alcohol here? I mean, I look like a little kid there.
I'm not arguing with that sword.
Yeah, I changed it. We switched over to this set because we got a couple people with cameras and whatnot. Might as well turn them on for a change, right? What the hell?
Yeah. You got a bunch of great sets going. It's pretty amazing, especially the animation stuff. I love it.
Thanks, buddy.
But there's a monkey on the table again. Did anyone count the balls there?
Table.
Yeah, but I know what to do with the ball.
I'd be on your cow, wouldn't I? You know that.
Yeah, I left her at home.
You Raji cow, man. Do you know what? I ain't gonna tell you what me and Raji cow have been up to, mate. Fucking hell. Trust me, you'd cry.
Well, she's a free roaming bovine, like I said before. But hey, I choose not to involve myself in that business. Monkey business is not my business.
Yeah, no. Well, all I can say is she's warmer than my mum.
Okay.
On that note,
Kevin,
back to the
take over.
intros.
Yeah, Kevin.
Aimee Hogan, please save us.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you. I've got Matthew here with me. You want to say something? Including the fake news. That's Matthew.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. I just want to thank everyone for coming in the chat. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Professor Dave for coming on too. Thank you so much. News. We appreciate it. Even though my son says fake news all the time. I think that's his one line.
Well, speaking of guest of the hour, Professor Dave, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are all you guys doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm really happy to have you on.
Pleased to be here.
Exactly.
Someone mentioned we wanted to kind of jump off with the fact that Dave has something coming up. Is that right?
Yes. We have some publishing to announce. Correct, Dave?
It's true. It's my first book. I'm very proud of it. It's coming out March 30th. So pretty soon here. Yeah.
March 30th.
I'm just...
Is there an ebook version?
Yeah. There'll be ebook. There's an audio book. I did the audio book myself. I'm very proud of it. Got to do the whole narration thing.
Oh, nice.
So,
How long does it take to do something like
that's
that?
excellent.
I did it in 2 days, actually. 2 days and then pickups. But I'm pretty good with that stuff. Like I'm good at like reading prompter, and that stuff. So I was able to just kind of roll through it real fast. But it's also not like a crazy long book. I think it's like 240 pages or something like that. So.
Hey Dave, I have the Amazon link for your book here. Is there a different link that like if I wanted to kind of show people towards buying it, is there a different link you'd prefer they use?
Amazon's good. They gave me like Amazon and like Barnes and Noble and like Bookshop. They gave me like 4 links that they're like, all right, just paste these everywhere. So I paste them in every single description section of my videos. So they're all there. But yeah, Amazon's totally good. Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to grab that and put it in the description with your other links then. Oh.
Cool.
I'm going to beat Kevin to putting it in the...
Are you though? Because I am done. There you go. No, I still got you.
Not on mine. Oh,
on mine, I'm right in front of you.
Oh, God damn it. I need to take a screenshot.
On mine, it was... On mine, Kev, Barman won, so that's pretty interesting.
That is. Interesting. Well, somebody else talk about something. What stupid have we seen lately?
All the stupid.
I just saw the caption doing something stupid, talking about Barman won something in Minecraft. That was literally what it said.
Nothing wrong with Minecraft.
Well, nothing wrong with Minecraft, but you weren't talking about that.
The subtitles are sometimes kind of funny. The stuff it comes up with is sometimes completely different than what you said. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just
John Eagles.
It can understand me.
Yeah, John Eagles just asked in chat, what about signed copies
of my book?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if I see it, I'll sign it.
Hey, there we go.
Come find me. Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit of a bummer because this was in the works just a little bit before COVID. Like a publisher reached out and was like, "Hey, do you want to write a book?" I was like, "Yeah, I got an idea. This could be pretty good." And then pretty much right after COVID hit, and so I was writing during quarantine. And so we pushed it a little bit, but decided to do March. And it's like, I don't get to do the whole like book tour and like, go to all the bookstores and sign the copies and stuff. So it's a little bit of a bummer because, it's a, first time author. I was excited to like be with the people. But, I have a feeling that this is a book that just like over time, over the years, I'll keep kind of like referencing it, and hopefully more. I don't really anticipate selling like an outrageous amount of copies right off the bat. Hopefully over time I'll sell more and more. So one day, definitely.
And that nice trickle income.
Yeah,
I tell you what, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I've got to say, you look like me. You look just like you do in your videos. It's amazing.
Video technology these days, man, just really pristine.
Yeah. It's like you're actually there on my screen when you're normally there on my screen. It's amazing. I mean, I do watch a lot of your videos. I mean, you're almost like a screensaver on my on my devices.
I'm happy to live up to the hype.
There you go.
We've had a couple of questions come through for a little, maybe just a quick roundabout. What's the book generally about?
Yeah. So it's called Is This Wi-Fi Organic? A Guide to Spotting Misleading Science Online. So I try to take the two things that I do on my channel. So obviously I've been doing academic tutorials for a really long time, but then I've more recently gotten into sort of the debunking, and I'm really passionate about public perception of science and like analyzing public perception of science, and in particular, the pseudoscientific trends that the public tends to latch onto. So ranging from just like common vocabulary words that the public seems to not really understand, like natural, synthetic, organic, chemical, toxin theory, like these kinds of words that most people are not quite right about what they mean, leading into more, like hoaxes and con men and like the alt health industry and quantum mysticism and just these sort of fads that just the amount of people that latch onto these, in my opinion, is too large. It really is unsettling how many people are swayed by pseudoscience. So I try to combine my two approaches, and I give like the briefest instructional passages as are humanly possible in chemistry, biochemistry, biology, physics, just sort of like the bare bones minimum. Here, zero things about science. This is the very basics. Quickly as possible, and then use that knowledge, that information, and apply it to, here is what somebody is saying about medicine. Here's how it's wrong. Here are the telltale signs. Just a little bit of a guide to help people who don't have the benefit of a scientific education to know when they're being lied to on the internet, which is happening more and more all the time. So it's a little bit of my kind of effort to increase public science literacy, that sort of thing.
Oh, I still got to get my brother to read that book.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, nice and short, easy read. I mean, it really, you could read it like on a plane, LAX to JFK, just knock it back and just have a little bit of a better sense of like what molecules are and like how the body works and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder though if because I recently posted something on Facebook explaining that. When I was at first on the internet, and it was back in the 80s, and we were using Kermit and X modem, and remoting in the chat rooms, and then when the World Wide Web showed up, I thought it was going to be like the greatest thing since sliced bread, because you can get instant information, you can share information, you can talk to people, and it just seems that everybody's just migrated into their own little echo chambers that supports their, whatever cognitive bias that they want to have. And a lot of times, in my opinion, it's a choice to have. And like my brother is huge into QAnon. you know, and he's bought all of the conspiracy theories. He doesn't so much buy the international cabal of blood drinking pedophiles, but everything else he's bought hook, line, and sinker. And it's just amazing, some of the stuff that he posts on Facebook. I sometimes think that the internet is the biggest problem in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a common sentiment. I think it took many of us by surprise. I mean, or at least of a certain age. I mean, I'm just barely old enough that I remember no internet. You know, like when I was a kid, there was no internet. We got the internet in my house when I was 17. You know, in high school, and yeah, there was sort of this idea of just like, oh, all the information is now there for everybody, so everybody's going to be smarter and more knowledgeable. And I think it took a lot of us by surprise that was not the case. But it is a dual tiered thing. I mean, I think that ignorance is to blame, and it is a failure of the educational system. But I want to focus on the con men. I focus on the charlatans. I focus on these people that are lying for financial gain. You know, you've got your anti-vaxxers and your COVID deniers, and these people that are just lying through their teeth to make money. And you know, I like to target them. I like to bully bullies. That's what I try to do a little bit on my channel, and just knock them around and you know, just show how, you know, their motives and deconstruct what they're saying, and like, look, don't fall for it. You know, these are the tactics they're using. You should work on spotting these, you know.
Can I just say, did anyone see that David Bowie? I had to look it up in 1999. The David Bowie interview about the internet.
No, I don't think so.
Shit the bed. He got it bang on. He was asked about, because you know, 1999 is when I was probably starting to use the internet, you know. And he was asked about, oh, what do you think about the internet? And he said, I think it's both going to be amazing but terrifying. And he I'm going to put a link in the chat actually, and check it out, people. It's mind blowing. He hit the nail on the head way back then. It's like, yeah, you were banging. He said it'll be terrifying. It'll basically explain what's happening now, you know, and you sort of see that, and yeah.
Maybe Bill Gates should have talked to him, because he missed that boat completely. He said he didn't think it was going to be anything. It's kind of amazing. The question is, though, how do you get? You can try to educate people, but how do you get them to get out of these chat room echo chambers that they're comfortable in to actually research the source material? Like most of the time I see when people are spouting bullshit, it's really just parroting the memes and the information that they pick up on their Facebook group or their Twitter or whatever it is that they're following. They don't bother to actually go beyond there to see, okay, does this make sense? And how can I see more about this in reality beyond this? And I wonder how you get people out of that, though.
I mean, that's the $1 million question. Obviously, that's a very hard thing to do. For me, I like to take a little bit of a psychological approach. I like to hold a mirror up to people and show them the anatomy of their worldview. Show them where they're falling for these pitfalls. So, like one of them, it's all of the misinformation, all of the people who cling to it, pretty much without exception, are exhibiting some form of an anti-establishment bias. That's a trend that I've seen. So it's like whether you're QAnon and it's like, oh, government bad, or, you know, anti-vaxxer, big pharma bad, you know, science bad. It's some authority or a perceived authority, because honestly, the scientific community is not like this Orwellian authority, but it's this need to be Neo in the Matrix and rage against this, you know, this machine. And it's, you know, identifying with that struggle of, I'm the underdog. This is this overarching force that's coming down on us, and we need to fight back. That there's a certain kind of person that identifies so strongly with that struggle that anybody, or that narrative, I should say, that anybody that feeds them anything that is sympathetic to that psychology, they'll just swallow it without any second thought. They won't even scrutinize what they're saying. So if somebody just says, oh, Big Pharma did this bad thing. There's a certain kind of person that will go, yep, you're right. Pharma's bad. So what you're saying must be right. And if you show someone that that's what they're doing, I mean, really convincingly, like, look, this is wrong. And this is why you fell for it, because this is how you think. You're thinking this way. They told you this narrative that you like. You know, that's why you went that way. And if you can just show somebody that a little bit, they may not admit it right up front, but, you know, they're going to go to sleep that night and they're going to reflect. And, you know, it's slowly but surely people can be swayed that way.
Yes.
So,
Sarcastic Barman, you got your hand up.
Yeah. Do you ever find that the people who go, yeah, Big Pharma is bad, they did this bad thing, they're happy to ignore things like vaccines, but if they've got to go for an operation, they're not gonna ignore the fact of I still want my medication, I still want my anesthetic and stuff like that, and the feel of the cherry picking because the people that they're buying the crap off have said something reinforces that stupidness in their head, but they understand enough not to blame it on everything. And how can we make them see that they're actually doing this stuff? Because I think most of them don't realize it in themselves.
Barman, right? I bet there is women with fucking breast implants that are anti-vaxxers.
I've seen a
Somewhere
nurse who has
on the planet,
Botox.
there's got to be statistically a woman who has literally paid to have her fucking tits made bigger. Who'll be like, no, I won't have a vaccine. No, but you'll have fucking
Monkey.
plastic stuck in your fucking breasts, won't you, you dumb
Monkey,
fuck?
I've seen a video from a nurse who has Botox, who then claims that vaccines are poison, but she will have Botox.
The botulinum toxin is the most potent
I
toxin
rest
known to
my
man.
fucking case, don't I?
Yeah.
No, but it's true what you're saying. I mean, it is a cognitive bias, and it is exploited. Like you take like a quantum mystic, a Reiki healer, or some kind of a healer, something like that. They if they have any ethics within them, will even go so far as to say like, oh, I can like heal you, but if you have a life-threatening emergency or like you have a broken bone or something like that, obviously go to the hospital. Well, it's because these are things that a placebo effect cannot address, right? It's like, oh, you have a headache or you get a little back pain or something. Oh, I can heal that because I'm not really healing you. I'm giving you a placebo effect, and that's what you're getting here. And so, some of them are a little bit more ethical and will, make that demarcation. Some don't, and that's a really huge problem because it leads people away from legitimate medical treatment. But I mean, those types of people are constantly experiencing sort of that cognitive dissonance where it's just like, yes, I have these things that I would go to the hospital for, and then I have these things where no, the medical establishment is wrong and evil, and I don't want to go there. So it's I can't totally understand that mentality because it's completely foreign to me, but I like to analyze it. I like to think about it. I like to think about what they're thinking, what they're saying, why they're saying it, and try to deconstruct it in a way that I can show it back to them and make them see how ridiculous it is.
Radical, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, I was just gonna hook in on the echo chamber problems, that they feel safe in their echo chambers, but there's another problem as well, because usually those echo chambers are run by those charlatans, right? Nathan Oakley is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps everyone in check and doesn't want to step outside his echo chamber or his powerful mute button.
Yes.
Outside of that, where actual people are influencing someone, there's something going on with the internet as well, and it has been built by us into the internet, called the algorithms, because they always go on. I mean, do your own research. That's kind of what they say all the time, right? It's kind of their bread and butter across all conspiracies. And every time they do their own research, they go on YouTube mostly, and they type something out which they're interested in. So YouTube is trying to find videos for them. And the moment they click on stuff that they find interesting, which is kind of agreeing with them, YouTube thinks, so how can we actually get this person to watch longer? That's the entire idea of the algorithm. So they click on another video that is also agreeing with them. And they think this is research, and every video they find through clicking is basically provided to them through the bloody algorithm that is just trying to keep them watching, If you watch cat videos, you get cat videos. If you watch flat earth stuff, you get flat earth stuff.
Well, that's why
It's-
YouTube has
how it
tweaked the algorithm though in response to this. So that's no longer the case, in particular with flat Earth, that it'll
specifically
continue
Flat
to
Earth, yeah.
suggest that. Yeah. But and then of course they're accused of censorship, which is absurd. It's just, look, it's a public service, right? You know, free speech doesn't mean what these people think it means. Or free speech means you can't get arrested for making a flat Earth video. But YouTube's, Google's private company, they can do whatever they want with their platform, and they can deprioritize whatever content they want. You're limiting their free speech by criticizing them for doing it. But I know what you mean. Like it's really hard to infiltrate an echo chamber, and I don't even try. But the thing is that when people get emboldened by these echo chambers, then they start to take baby steps into the real world. And so that's why, at this point, I've debunked so many things that I on a daily basis have a barrage of creationists or flat earthers or electric universe people or all whatever thing I've debunked lately, and they feel so emboldened by what they're doing over there that they try to come over to my channel, and that's where I really get into the trenches, and I just barrage them in the comment section, and 1 out of 10 maybe will listen to what I'm saying, but if I can really drill it into their head, like, no, you're wrong, here's why you're wrong, listen to what I'm saying, that's wrong, here's why, that's wrong, here's why, this is I refuse to believe that it has zero impact. I know that most people are not doing this, and they don't want to get in the trenches, and Psy-Commerce are content just ignoring the comment section entirely. And I probably would sleep better if I did that. But I want to show these people what's going on. Yeah. So that's my approach.
Aimee,
we got
Amy's up first.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Mike
please. Thank
Bertelson
you.
wants to speak.
Yeah, but we want to do the super chats. Can you do that
Yes.
for me?
Yeah. Ash Scott for £5 said, science is just a religion. Don't be fooled by those religious zealots. Those religious zealots. Why can't I say the words right?
It's okay. Just read it.
The undead Middle Eastern guy with the superpowers. Repeat after me what I just said.
Good job, honey. Then we'll get that other
Zombie
one too.
Jesus.
Dave Breaker Flint for 2 Swiss cheese set for Dave Breaker Flint for 5 Swiss francs for 2 Swiss francs.
Yep.
Set for Dave. 1 pre-sold book for. From who? From where am I? Winky face.
That's right.
Super chat, Matt. Super chat, Matt. Super chat, Matt.
That was awesome.
Super chat, Matt.
Thank
Please,
you.
can you get off my tail?
Oh, love it. Mike.
So there's another layer to this too. It isn't just the echo chambers. I mean, early on in COVID, like last summer, some people started to spout numbers saying these are the mortality rates, and what they were was the numbers from the CDC planning scenario website. And it even said on the website that, this is not a projection of how COVID is going to work and how people are going to die. These are inputs to the modeling software so that the states can make their determinations and allocate their resources. But yet people were spouting those numbers. And then it turned out that, like, Governor DeSantis in Florida, and there was another representative from Michigan, and they were also spouting those numbers as COVID related, mortality rates. So it isn't so much. It's also that now you have people who are, quote, in authority, unquote, that you're supposed to trust and believe, giving you flat out misinformation on social media. The same thing with that whole 9% thing for the current COVID relief bill. That there's only 9% of it goes towards COVID relief, which is total bullshit, because we could go through the numbers, but we're not going to do that. And there were actual United States representatives doing a video on YouTube, on Twitter, saying those things. So not only is it the echo chambers themselves, but then there's people with their own agendas pushing misinformation that we're supposed to be able to trust our elected officials.
Politicians.
Yes.
That's all I have to say to that. Politicians are not to be trusted. Never.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why I never get my information from social media. There's always a source for every single information. Where does it come from? Well, he says it's about
Cite
this
your sources, right?
Yeah, and if they're talking about COVID mortality rates, there's like 400 legitimate places you could go to find what those numbers are. But yet, so now you have not only the cognitive bias of your echo chamber, but now you have the people that, of course, are in your party that you believe, and they're telling the same misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of trust issues in the world right now. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, it's worse that. Go on.
Well, trust issues and the information and so on. I mean, I think some of it comes down to the fact that everybody thinks they can totally wrap up a subject in 180 characters or less, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Twitter.
We get such a tiny little piece of the puzzle and people go, oh, well, blah, blah, as if they've just got it figured. And once you get locked into that, it's very easy to watch one or two things all in line with that little recommended feed. And before you know it, you go, yep, sounds right to me. Well, you just had it drilled into you. So, of course.
Right.
Practical.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I did the hand thing. So, all I have to say about Twitter, never take it serious. All I'm using Twitter for is to troll flat earthers and give meme wars. That's all I do. That's what Twitter is for. It's not an interesting platform for information gathering. But hell,
I use Twitter
some people
to figure out which girls I should follow on OnlyFans. Oh, wait, did I say? I thought I muted. Shit, I thought I was screwing around. Never mind. Sorry.
So you're gonna share your list, or
no list sharing. No list sharing. Dave, obviously you do a lot on YouTube. Do you get on Twitter much? I know I'm following you on Twitter, but do you get into arguments and things on there or conversations?
I typically don't. I don't have the patience for social media. So like I have an Instagram account, I have a Twitter account, but I don't. I got shit to do, man. Like I'm busy. I'm making the content for the channel like 12 hours a day. So I just but I get Twitter. I mean, I want to slightly disagree in the sense that I do think Twitter can be a very useful platform in the sense of just like gauging. Like I don't know. I sometimes get a dose of optimism when I like see some misinformation on Twitter, and then I just see like 100 people countering it with eloquence and facts, and I'm like, see, okay, we got you there. But I mean, yeah, obviously there's a bunch of crap on Twitter too. So I don't know. I'm at times I know that I could be a better businessman and I could like utilize these platforms more properly. But I just don't do it. I don't have the patience for it. So yeah,
it's painful sometimes too.
Yeah, that's why companies pay departments to do
totally
that kind of stuff for them, because it's a full-time job all by itself.
Yeah, social media, whatever. That's your job, running the social media for a company. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So no plans on a TikTok account then?
No, actually, I did do TikTok because I was briefly a TikTok partner. TikTok reached out to me as part of their learning fund. So they actually paid me a fairly obscene amount of money to make a certain number of TikToks, which I did, of course. And when that was over, I stopped making TikToks. But, I was like, yes, I will gladly take that enormous amount of money to make TikToks.
Oh yeah,
that's how it's done.
So if we were to search for Professor Dave on TikTok, we will see Dancing Dave.
Dave explains, and you'll see 40 TikToks that were made within like 1 month, and then no activity since then. Yeah,
that sounds about my experience with TikTok as well. I mean, I uploaded a few silly little videos, and then was like, why am I making vertical videos?
Yeah, I hate the format, and so like I get that TikTok wants to be more than just like the lip syncing and the dancing, and so that's why they initiated this learning fund, and they reached out to some number, 30 something, content creators, educational content creators, most of which we were YouTubers, I think a couple of Instagrammers, and we're like, okay, here's the learning fund, you guys are going to make your TikToks, and they were pretty much just like, do whatever you want, and like if you have questions, let me know. I was like, all right, and so I looked around, and I did like some clever stuff a little bit. I tried to use this as best I can. But at the end of the day, I still think it's garbage content. Like, it's just not good. Like, it's cheesy, and like, you're not really like learning anything. And like, there's no like
it's pure entertainment.
Yeah. And I mean, I think some of them were kind of funny and like kind of cute, and maybe would pique interest, but it's not, my YouTube videos, I'm teaching stuff. Like, you are learning while you're watching this. That's the point of it. So I don't know. I mean, it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm already an old man, but I don't like it. But everybody, if some TikTok people get you like psyched on science, and then you decide to be a physics major or something, if you're a kid and then you decide to go into science, if it influences people, it's all good. I don't want to sit here and like badmouth other people's attempts to get people excited about science or explain science. Like, if I don't think it's that effective, whatever, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I don't care. Like, you do you, I do what I do. Everybody, let's all we're all a team, right? Even if I don't think you're good at it, like, we're still on the same team. I'm fighting the bad men, the con men, the people that are pushing the hoaxes, that are misinforming the public deliberately to make money. That's the enemy. So we are at least just colleagues.
Yeah. You know what? Do you think I hate lying, cheating scumbags. I really do. You know? And there's so many of them out there giving misinformation that is dangerous to the public and people. The thing is, especially with obviously the current fucking pandemic. In my job, I talk to people every day. I'm a barber, for those that don't know. I talk to people every day, and I'm seeing a huge number of people being sucked in all of a sudden to stupid fucking shit. Like, for the first time in their lives, they're paranoid about vaccines. And I'm like, these are people that have had vaccines. They had vaccines at school, and
there's different tiers.
They got scar in their arm. Yeah, but like,
there's people who are not anti-vax that don't want the COVID vaccine.
No, I get that, but like, talking to people, they don't want it because they don't trust it, because they've heard so much shit online and read so much shit, so their brains are scrambled and they don't know what to believe, and they don't totally trust the government. You know what I mean? And that's the fucking danger.
Yeah, which is silly, because I mean, this technology is developed by the private sector. You know what I mean? It's just that the government has the ability to take what the private sector does and then distribute it to the population. I mean, it's like, you're not going to get large scale response without involvement from a government. Like, I don't know what it's like. I get like, okay, let's be cautious, and I get like, let's look at what's going on, but just this like blanket distrust of every single authority or powerful institution is just, it's misled. We got to get away from it. Like, let's talk about it. Like, if you're like, what's the COVID vaccine all about? That's a perfectly fine question, and let's talk about it. But there's different tiers of insanity leading all the way up to the microchip, bullshit and the mind control and all this crap, which is it's just completely insane. But
burning of 5G towers and stuff as well.
Yeah, that's the insane.
Not even that, 4G towers by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've had perfectly educated and rational people go like, well, I heard it alters your DNA. Is that true? And no, 100% no. It absolutely does not alter your DNA. But it's like,
your DNA. I've done a video about that.
Can I get superpowers?
Yeah, I mean, but you have to understand, I mean, and we all learned it in 9th grade, or you're supposed to, about transcription and translation. You're supposed to know how that works, DNA to mRNA to protein, and it goes this way, it does not go that way. So we're supposed to all know this stuff. We did all learn it in school. And I'm just kind of pushing for like, I just want everybody to know the stuff that we are supposed to know, because we did learn it. We all are supposed to take a year of chemistry and a year of biology and a year of physics and whatever. And I just want everybody to know that the stuff that we are supposed to know, because we did learn it. That's all I want.
Yeah, but some people would, believe that no, we didn't learn anything. We were indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Mike, you're looking to get in there.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Go ahead.
All right. I was going to quickly ask, because I had a hand up as well. Flicking back to TikTok, do you think TikTok is a sign that's not good? the on-demand, not the on-demand videos, but the short attention span videos that I don't like that. Next.
I hate it.
Next.
Swiping.
Yeah, you're not relating to anything. You're not really taking it in for any sort of benefit, and it shows the unfortunate decline in the ability of people to relate to things more than a minute long. Oh, don't get me started on that. That's well annoying.
The moment someone gets something viral on TikTok, you instantly see it across all social networks. It starts spreading. It's like, oh, hey, there's dancing people in front of a car that opens the door and then walks sideways with the car driving. All of a sudden, that is a hip thing, and then people start dying because they are walking on the wrong side of the road. You know, that kind of stupid stuff.
And the next thing, you're watching it every time you put a fucking YouTube video on.
Don't click them. Don't click them. Your entire feed will be full of them.
Don't click on me.
Always
come up anyway.
Always say no to vertical video.
What about YouTube Shorts?
Oh yeah, shit, man.
I hate them, but I understand why you're doing it, Raj.
But do you know what? Do you know the good thing about it is you actually bang out a video in about 30 seconds. You just go, I've got that to say on that. Bosh.
Yeah.
True.
Short attention span fuel.
You're on there, barman. I see your videos. I did.
Oh, I've done about I think I've done about 4 just for the sake of it. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think just.
Oh, sorry, barman.
No, I was just going to reiterate my point. We can go back to Dave. That's fine. Go, Dick, go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, have you engaged in any of this YouTube Shorts? Have you tried this yourself?
I'm embarrassed to say this is the first I'm hearing of it. What is YouTube Shorts?
Oh, thank you. See, you're already in my A-list right now because you don't know. It's perfect. Yeah. I love that. Thank you.
For a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, I know very little about YouTube. It's a bit embarrassing.
I can give the gist of it. So YouTube Shorts is like YouTube's attempt to get TikTok video format on YouTube. And the idea is, so the way I'm doing them is just use them as trailers for the videos I do, right? So you have the premiere trailer. I am going back to that because YouTube Shorts are being dicks. You know, it's getting spammy. I don't like spammy, so I'm trying to move away from them. So maybe once a week. So the idea is that you have vertical video format. It needs to be vertical, less than a minute, and it needs to be. It gets features on the YouTube phone app on the YouTube Shorts shelf, so you can't actually see them on. They don't get suggested on the PC. That's what I was going to say. And because it's new, YouTube is pushing them really hard. That's why I'm doing them, because some of them get really good views. Even on my channel, that's almost dead, my gaming channel. So, you know.
And YouTube's very clever. Anytime anybody does something popular, YouTube's got to, there was Patreon, and so now there's memberships. There was Twitch, and so there's live streams. There's merch, and now they've got the integrated Teespring. They're just like, boom, we do it all. We're YouTube. Like, wow, you guys chill out a second.
I just wish they would implement them a bit better, because, the live
they
redirects.
Do it all poorly.
The live redirects. It's kind of YouTube. Its attempt to emulate Twitch, right? So you do a little stream and then you redirect to your own premiere. I kind of want to have the option to redirect to other channels as well. So what I figured out, I'm using my own playlist now, and it works better than their system. I totally agree. You can just redirect to another channel using your own playlist. When you're done streaming, you stop the stream. The playlist will push them towards another channel.
We've been doing that on Thursdays with Lazy Ribbabubbles. And just does the whole night, like 15, 20 videos from one to the other.
What you're saying is the community came up with a simpler and better result, better system than YouTube itself.
Oh my God, yes.
In other news, grass still green.
Yeah. Imagine that, though. The people who use YouTube on a daily basis and push the things trying to get growth understand YouTube slightly better than the people who made YouTube.
Have you seen the YouTube team YouTube channel? They really talk down to us. It's like you're in preschool and they're talking down to you like you're a little kid. And I'm like, mate, everything you just said is either slightly wrong, not entirely on point, or completely out of this world, that you have no idea what this platform is about. There's a reason why Twitter is their support platform.
Yeah, I've said that. Dave, as your channel was growing, did you notice the point where instead of having to tweet at YouTube to try to get anything done, it was finally, oh, now you'll listen to me, right? Because they have that moment where they actually finally give a rat's ass about what you're up to.
Yeah, it actually was frustrating. Now I'm okay because I have a partner manager, but it's hard because I actually got a partner manager when I had like 150, 200,000 subscribers or something like that. And then when he quit, they didn't assign me a new one. And so from like 300 or 400 all the way to about 1 million. Not quite 1 million, almost 1 million. I didn't have one. And I kept emailing like why don't I need somebody, because I support my family on AdSense revenue. Like, this is not a joke. Yeah. Like I this is my income. And like, if something goes wrong, luckily not that much goes wrong, but sometimes like a video gets demonetized that shouldn't or something like that. And I need a person to email. YouTube support is somewhat responsive when you email them, but I need somebody to talk to by email that will respond to me and know who I am, So luckily now I have a partner manager, so I almost never have a problem. But when I do, it's like, boom, hey, can you check this out? And, oh, gotcha. And, they fix it. And so, but I also do sympathize with them because there are so many channels. There's so many creators. I mean, the amount of content being uploaded is absolutely mind-boggling. So they have to automate as much as humanly possible. Like, I get it, and I don't complain. I understand why they do everything that they do, and they're doing it right. But it can be frustrating if you're a smaller creator. It's just if you're just barely. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I just got a little tidbit here. 500 hours every minute.
Wow.
That's uploaded to YouTube.
It's insane.
Wow.
Every minute.
That's
and with the amount of accounts that are active, imagine if everybody got to speak to somebody. Like, they would literally have, I don't know, China employed as a call center, right? It would be ridiculous.
It's not feasible. That's why they don't do it, and I totally get that. That's why they don't do it. I mean, they're justified. They're doing it properly. I just think that I just didn't like that I had a partner manager and then didn't have one for like 2 years. I was like, well, you gave me one. Like, can't you just assign me someone else? Like, what's going on? It was frustrating, but now I'm all set. So,
Wow.
God, yeah.
You were just a pleb with only 300,000 subs,
I didn't get, I mean, I had like 800, 900 before I got one again. Yeah. I don't remember the exact number, but more than 500,000 for sure. It was like 800 something. Yeah. So,
damn.
Yeah. And I think there's one or two YouTubers I know who have over 1 million, and they're like, I still don't have one. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I think it also depends on the genre you're in, I think, because I think I heard Markiplier, he has like 25 million subscribers, but he still has a bit of trouble with communication with YouTube sometimes.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe because he's a gaming YouTuber, but...
Well, he does a lot, though, as well, doesn't he? He does other different little bits and bobs and silly videos as well as the game. I suppose they're all actually game-related. So, yeah, fair enough. A quick one, though. Kevin put out a tweet earlier, obviously, about getting the notification 3 days late for someone's video.
Yeah,
and I went in the replies, tagged YouTube in it, and said, "Look, you're going to sort out notifications. Not going to get
they're expensive though.
A reply.
They're expensive.
They must be horrendously expensive.
Yeah. That's why. The reason why they changed the subscriber counter to go up in 100s when you're above 10,000, in 1,000s when you're above 100,000. It's just to save on server time. The CPU just has to calculate every bloody number, and if you do it in steps like that, you're gonna save some server time there.
It's true, but I tagged YouTube obviously in the thing, going, "Oi, sort out your notifications," because it's a joke with notifications.
Yeah, it is.
Kevin then tagged in one of my videos that I got before it was even premiered, an 18+ rating on it, and YouTube were like, "No, we're not happy with your video, blah, blah, blah. We're going to put things on it, limits advertisement." They replied to that before they replied to the several hours earlier one about, "Oi, when are you going to sort out your notifications?" They just know what to ignore nowadays. Notifications are, everyone moans about notifications. We'll ignore that crap.
Yep. It usually takes a year for them to introduce a new feature, and then it's half-assed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. I was doing pre-premieres like a year ago, right? I mean, it still irks me that they came up with live redirects, which is kind of the same, and then uses the autoplay button. It's such bad implementation. Just build your own damn system behind it, you know? Come on.
Talk to the
I'm
creators.
going to do some shout-outs, people. I'm going to do some shout-outs. Firstly, Bullet Bill said no swearing. I'm really sorry, mate, but fuck off.
I love that you are the one that actually thinks that you are actually behaving really well, Monkey. So.
Yeah, I ain't even got started. Seek truth, speak truth. Don't think he's still in trap, but fucking oi. Mark Bicer, Ash Scott. Yes, you can fucking buy organic salt. Christ, were we fucking boring you that much that you were having a conversation about whether you could buy organic salt in the fucking chat? Jesus,
we should talk about that.
David Oliver, GPS, John Eagle, Dave N, 9 o'clock hero, Vesta Freya, John Regime, Mr. Flibble, what a name, in capitals, may I add, Daybreaker Flint, try Nightfall Flint. God, actually, no, don't, because that's hard to say when you're pissed. But if you were Nightfall Flint, I mean, come on, yeah, you have to be a vampire there, pal. Owlman, Larry Scott, John Rapp, Helmet Cock, Beach 8, My 2 cents, Don Giovanni and Jinchi. Hi. If I missed you, fuck off. I'll get you next time, innit?
Yeah. I know we need to go to Dave because I know we had a strict 1 hour for tonight. Dave, have you enjoyed yourself tonight? Are you still having to run off, or can we kidnap you for another 3 days?
3 days. Oh my. Just a couple more minutes, but yeah, I gotta jet in a moment. But yeah, if you got another question or two, happy to oblige.
I've got a very
I
quick
got a question.
Oh God, go on, Monkey.
What shampoo do you use?
Oh man, I don't even know. Whatever is in the, I don't like whatever's in the shower. I don't know. My wife has stuff.
So engine grease, fucking
I don't even know
whatever,
the name of it.
Toothpaste.
You'd be surprised how often I get questions like that. I'm like, I literally don't know. There's stuff in there. I don't know what it's called. I put it, I wash my hair like once a week, probably. It's not really a regular thing.
As long as you don't grab for Prep H when you're looking for toothpaste, who cares?
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Right. I've got a serious question.
Okay.
Out of all the debunking stuff you've done, what's been the one you've enjoyed the most or enjoyed the feedback on the most? So whether that be the flat earth vaccines or evolution, anything like that. Have you done evolution? I don't think you have you?
Well, I had a little tiff with Kent Hovind, and then right now I'm facing off against James Tour on Abiogenesis, and I'm dealing with his creationist minions flocking to my channel. I will say creationists are the most irritating because they're the most self-righteous, even more than flat earthers. Flat Earth has been the most fun just because they're the dumbest, and it's the dumbest thing. Like flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in the world that you can fall for, and it has got me the most views and subs. So I mean that's always nice. I mean my Glowbusters debunk is just like it's a lot of views on there now. Yeah. So Flat Earth has been really fun, and it is what sort of got me into debunking. But now I'm kind of focusing more on other stuff. Like I have yet to respond to James Tour's series, but I'm going to highlight a lot of researchers that scientists whose work he ignores or deliberately misrepresents. So he bit off a little more than he can chew with the series, and he's gonna regret what he did, but that's coming soon, so I'm excited about that. Nice. And then what else am I gonna I'm putting out a quantum mysticism debunk in next week, so we'll see if Deepak Chopra wants to get in it with me. I'm pretty sure he won't care and won't notice and won't care, but I'm actually debunking two other spirit science, and then this cult named actualize.org it's a literal cult. This guy, he's a cult leader. It's really disturbing stuff. Actually, a viewer contacted me and said, please, can you debunk this guy? I fell for it. It ruined everything. And he did all the work for me. He sort of got the videos with the timestamps and everything. So I was like, all right, well, if you did that for me and this means that much to you, there are people out there who have had their lives ruined by this guy. So I was like, all right, it fits in quantum mysticism. I was planning that one. I'll put that at the end and expose this little cult. But yeah, Deepak Chopra, Spirit Science Actualize.org. That one I'm putting out next Wednesday, I think. I don't know, next week sometime. So that'll be a fun one. That one's fun just because it's just kooky nonsense, you know.
I can't
we
wait
got
for
a
Spirit
quick question
Science.
We got a quick question from the chat for you. John Rabb says, Dave, where did you bury Kent Hovind's body?
Sadly, he's alive and well. He's impervious. He's got that golden shield of dishonesty. So he'll be doing what he's doing on his channel probably till he dies. But
I would have said golden. I would have said golden shower of dishonesty. But yeah, each to their own. Okay,
different strokes.
Wow.
But I would like to. I want to do something else. Like abiogenesis is this totally other separate topic, which is really heavy on chemistry and stuff like that. But I would like to go back and do just like a guide to debunking young Earth creationism or something, where I just go like, here's what Answers in Genesis says about all these things. Here's why they're lying. Here's what you say when someone gives you this dumb talking point. And just because like I don't want to really deal with these morons anymore, but like I want somebody to, and I want to like, here's like one video. If you just watch this 145-minute video, you're gonna kill it. And all these debates with these morons. But so
Dave, Dave, when you touched on flat Earth, did you find that like you got attacked more than your comment section was way more than any other video you did?
It was at first, because at first that was the only thing I debunked. I did a bunch of flat Earth videos, and for a while there was a lot of activity on them, a lot of flat Earthers. Now it's tapered off. I get a couple a day, maybe one or two a day, mostly. But see, flat Earth is kind of dead, or at least dying anyway. They're all jumping ship and going to QAnon and other things because there's nothing left to say. It's just so dead. It's just there's nothing left to say about it. But
for me, yeah, for me, like you're, I didn't know you as a flat Earth debunker. I've watched a lot of your videos and seen like a couple of flat Earth videos, like not so long ago. So I didn't,
the Globebusters picking on I made one flat Earth video as part of my astronomy series, and I hadn't even looked into what flat earthers say at all. So the Globebusters thought I was like easy prey because I was like misrepresenting some stuff or whatever. But their live stream on me, they were so insulting, and I'm very vindictive. So I was just like, nope, destroy. And it was so satisfying that I did more flat Earth. But then I eventually started working on other things. And, I'm not so fixated on religion, but creationism is such a plague. And creationists are just they're just awful. They're just awful people. And so it's not like my main focus, but I got to spend some time on it, especially what's going on right now with this. James Tor is such a charlatan, and he just attacks these researchers, but he plays like the elder statesman, and he's so polite and so scholarly when he's just lying all the time and misrepresent, flash a paper and just lie about what's in it. It really leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth, because these original life researchers, Nobel laureates, doing all this incredible work to elucidate how life could have come about, and they're making incredible strides. What they've done in the last 10, 15 years is astounding. And then just this one chemist, just because he is a chemist and a successful one, he's just said, oh, this is all ridiculous. And then all the creationists flock to him, and it's really disgraceful. So, and he's gone completely unchallenged, because scientists don't care. They're just like, well, that guy's a bozo, and I don't want to deal with that, because then it's just a headache. But I'm not a scientist. I want to get in this. So I'm really the only one that's been challenging him. So I did a debunk video on him, and it triggered him so badly that he's doing a 14-part series about how dumb I am. He's finishing up right now, but I'm planning a response video that's just going to eviscerate him, because I'm going to get commentary from all those scientists that he misrepresents, and they're going to be like, you're wrong. Here's why, so it's going to be bad for him. He's going to regret having done it, but yep.
I've noticed that that creationists the moment they see someone that is a bigger YouTuber, they tend to try and cash in on that viewership. That's kind of their thing. And Kent Hovind does it as well. He does like the episodical thing. The moment you say something in a 4-minute video, he's got like 20 episodes about you.
Yep. And he did a number. He did a number of them on me. He did several on me, about 5 on me. So, at a certain point, you just gotta walk away. It's like,
and they just keep going. That's the problem. They just keep going and on. Yeah. It's like they don't know how to stop. It's also Kent Hovind is really easy to debunk as well, right? You can just write the script beforehand.
It's trivial. It's completely trivial. The problem is that in person, you debunk him to his face and he'll just pretend you didn't because he knows his viewers don't know what's going on. He can just no, you're wrong, and say something, and they're like, oh, God damn it.
I've seen the time as I'm that every time he gets debunked, he just twists it. He won the debate. He wins every debate.
Yeah, in his mind and in his viewers' minds.
Hey, Dave, who was it you said was doing a 14-part series on you? Was that Hovind?
No, James Tour.
James Tour. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
so stay tuned for that response. It's going to be brutal.
I think the whole reason you got such a big response from Oakley and Glowbusters is because of your number of subscribers. He does that a lot.
Yeah.
Latches on to big channels.
Oh yeah. I mean, it totally
otherwise he wouldn't have given you the time of day. If I had made the same video, and I've made a couple of videos about Riley and Oakley, and they don't give a shit because I don't have enough subscribers.
Yeah. But it blew up in their face because they are now not even a YouTube channel. So
So I'm looking forward to the Young Earth creationist ones because one of the engineers I work with, he's been an engineer for like 25 years, is a Young Earth creationist. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's Stone Age nonsense, and we need to get past it as a species. It's really sad. It's really unfortunate that there's people who will still buy this. But I
mean, he makes his living with science and engineering, and he buys the Bible as a literal document.
Yeah, same with this guy, James Tour. I mean, he's a smart guy and he's a good chemist, and I think he might really believe what he's saying. I mean, I think he has deluded himself into thinking that he's right about this stuff, but that's how religion poisons the mind,
Yeah.
But
so, Aimee, you got a couple things, right?
Yes, please. Yeah, we just got a couple super chats, please.
Before we move on, I should jet actually right now. Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for
coming.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.
Explain.
No, thank you, Dave. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Dave. Just keep on explaining to us.
Will do. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Dave. So long.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Aimee.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Godless Comer for £5. So we have a D&D one-shot coming up soon with the premise being that we are raiding Dinosaur Adventureland to try and find Ken Hahn Ventax returns. Could you stop then? Godless Comer for £2.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
I'll wait until you shut up.
No matter. Jesus.
No, that was fine. I thought I was me. I'm very sorry, Matthew.
Tried with manners.
Godless Comer for £2 said,
okay.
the cricket sound.
Thank you so much. I am working on this child with manners. Hopefully someday. Thank you so much.
No, Aimee, I will put my hands up there. I shouldn't have ever talked to him. I thought I was muted. Oh,
Dick
but
has his hand up, but Dick, hello. I guess not.
I think it might have been. He did put a BRB. He might not be back.
Oh, okay. He had his hand up. Oh, it wasn't the blue thing, was it? Oh, maybe I was wrong. So yep, it's probably me.
Since when does Dick use the hand thing? He just talks.
Well,
I do feel gutted about one thing, though. I forgot that Dave, after saying to him, "Oh, you haven't done Evolution, have you?" I forgot he did a Kent Hovind video because Kent then did the Whacking Atheist video on him, which I bloody responded to. How the fuck did I forget that?
Well, they've debated each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did a wind-up video to all that. I was like, oh, shit.
I'm not prepared for that. It's
Oh, I feel so bad.
You should feel ashamed.
I blame the beer.
Shame.
I will say, Dave versus Hovind is one of my favorite debates with Hovind because, for once, somebody stood up to Hovind on this because continuously Hovind talks about, our tax dollars are being spent on teaching kids evolution, and every time he said it, Dave was like, "Not your tax dollars."
Oh, that's awesome.
That was such a. They're so dumb. That's a stupid thing. He thinks he has like a joke, and then all of a sudden he becomes the joke, and he doesn't understand why.
You know, and then he uses that SpongeBob thing, right? Isn't that what it is?
Oh,
Is he still doing that?
Yeah, it's like how
I don't know.
how freaking childish is that?
Nathan Thompson picks it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh God, yeah.
Nathan Thompson is as original as well the Bible, I guess.
I just want to say something, right? I was about to write something in the chat to Barbara McGill. Actually, I was writing it to you. I am absolutely shocked sometimes if you actually take a look, stand back and look at the shit that we talk about, and these are real people that we're talking about. Just how ridiculous it is, you know. Fucking hell. People actually believe the dumbest fucking shit.
Yes, they do.
Even though there's mountains of evidence. I mean, I wouldn't surprise, you know, I mean, the shit that I have fucking seen, and I've seen some crazy shit, as we all have, doing this. I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be people out there going, yeah, no, blood is fake. Yeah, no, we're full of blood, you know, it's, when you cut yourselves, it's something else, but you know, there's no blood actually going around us.
Monkey.
What, Barman?
I saw a video this week.
Don't say.
It was some woman saying, "We don't need air."
Oh yeah, yeah.
We don't. Wow.
So that is that like the step. You know, if you're gonna go from like eating food, you know, to a vegetarian, then you're gonna go from that to a vegan, right? Then you're gonna do a Dave, fucking whatever his name was, who drank his own piss, right? And then like it's Dave, like, yeah. No, I don't want piss anymore. I'm going to become a breatharian. And then you're saying there's another level after breatharianism, which is what? We don't need air? I mean, shit.
Wow.
What's next? What's next? What's next? Please, can you just take me?
Wait, hold up.
And remove my fucking skeleton because I don't need bones. I don't need my fucking bones. Remove them.
Wow.
I tell you what, I don't need a brain. Actually,
tie them up.
Flat earthers and shit. They don't have fucking brains. They ain't a fucking idiots. Sorry, go on. What was you saying?
Wait. I can piss you off even more. Did you forget one step? You know, those people that stick their ass in the air and then absorb the sun?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, we
you don't know about those? Oh, look them up. They absorb the sun through their butthole.
It's just
what?
We did have a video on the Shills one night. The guy was a vegan breatharian.
Think about
that for a second.
Does it? Because if you're a breatharian, you're not a vegan. Because if you're a breatharian, you don't even eat. You don't eat.
Yes.
It'd be like, yeah, I love a bacon sandwich, but I'm a breatharian. Well, not really, mate. You're either gay.
So hold the bacon.
No. Go on, Mike.
We had a hard time getting off of after he said vegan breatharian. We had a hard time going on with the video because it was like, what the hell?
Well, wait a minute.
I was going to say I can be a breatharian because I can breathe in an entire bacon sandwich in one go because I'm a fat fucker. Magical.
Yeah. So a vegan breatharian, you know, the vegans take everything a step further. Like you're not supposed to eat eggs. You're not supposed to. A vegan breatharian is, you know, protecting the plants as well because you're not supposed to, eat their
vegan
food,
breatharian.
What about fruitarian?
Vegan breatharian does not breathe in when making out with a cow. There.
Do you know what? Do you know what a fruitarian is?
Who eats fruit?
No. You think so, yeah. But a fruitarian is someone that only eats something that has naturally fallen from the tree, or So, they're not even plucking it off the tree because they don't want to hurt the tree. They're waiting for the tree to give it to them. And that's
so they stand there and wait for it to fall.
Let me get this straight.
They just harvest it when they're all falling on the floor and dogs are walking around pissing on them.
But you've got these people who are fishermen, right? And I can understand that, it's enjoyable. I don't do it myself, but hey, you look at a bobby thing and then it goes underneath the water and you have a fish. These people basically take a chair to a field, sit in front of a tree, and then wait for something to fall.
I have a more important question on that. If we're in the field and someone falls out of the tree and dies, does that mean we have to eat them?
Yeah, I was just going to say, can you imagine sitting around at a restaurant going, well, I don't know, man, one day that fucking cow will die and we're going to get a steak.
Be tough as shit by the time it dies.
Well, yeah,
what happens if the tree falls on the cow?
Could you cheat the system then and then just put whatever you want in the tree and hope it'll fall eventually?
I like that plan.
Put 4 or 5 lobster in a tree and wait for them to fall.
Yeah, because in the future we're going to be a spacefaring nation, right? Spacefaring species. How is that going to work on a space station?
You can grow a tree on a space station.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I wouldn't say you got a tree on there, mate. It's not.
No, wait. Big. It doesn't fall towards the Earth. It falls towards the center of the space station. Or the edge of the space station.
Well, you're only assuming that the space station's got any form of artificial gravity.
It might not fall at all.
Rotating.
Yeah. So we're not going to eat because the apples will float. And they will never hit. We will starve.
Yeah, but do you know that like some seeds rely on gravity to know which way is up? Or is that most of them? Or maybe all of them?
Most of them.
Fuck knows. I know some of them do.
Yeah. Well, gravity doesn't exist, so...
Yeah. No, some.
So what you're saying is a seed is not a flat earther. Seeds are smarter than flat earthers. That's what you're saying.
They're not flat earthers. They're not flat earthers. Fucking hell. How many times have I got to say this to all you lot, right? There is no such thing as a flat earther. They're globe denying fucksticks. They're globe deniers. There is no flat earth. Flat earth? What flat earth is? No, sorry. You're delusional. There is no flat earth, you dumb fuck. You're a globe denying, reality rejecting, dumb as fuck. Fuck stains.
Mike, you're looking to get in there.
Well, a seed smarter than a flurf, that's not really that high of a bar, though, is it? I mean, come on.
True enough.
My cat's smarter than most of these flurfs are.
Well, I formally apologize to all the seeds in the world.
Doesn't that depend, though, which flat earthers you're using? Because if you've got the flat earthers that think the world is actually flat, then yes, your cat is definitely more intelligent than them. But if you compare it to the flat earthers who know the world isn't flat and just using it to make money, is your cat more intelligent than the troll flat earthers? So ones like Nathan Oakley, really, because we're not Sean Thompson. Basically, everyone who works for Globebusters, feel Jesus in you.
Well, it's
Jesus in here.
My cat has more scruples than those flat earthers. So there's that. And let's face it, the conspiracies like Flat Earth and moon hoaxers and all those other yahoos are troll magnets. I mean, it's the place that they could go to be the kind of troll they can't be on a legitimate online forum because they have rules. But conspiracy sites, the discussions that you have there are things that would get you banned on most other places, and they know this, and that's why they go there. So you got to watch to try and see who's the troll and who's not. But sometimes it really just doesn't matter, and sometimes it's just other idiots then start to this is what this guy said. Well, he's a fucking troll, and you're an idiot. So there you go.
Does anyone know this conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney died or was killed in 1966?
Oh God!
Yeah. That man, miss him.
I think we've had that.
I mean,
before,
that's brilliant, isn't it? How they managed to find a doppelganger that is like literally fucking identical, and no one knew, like, even really realised. You know, I mean, he's got obviously got parents and family and friends, and none of them fucking realised. That was
Well, you know what they did?
unbelievable.
They used Paul McCartney as a test subject for cloning, so they could get it right on the sheep.
There you go.
I see. So what about this then? Do you think that, like, you know, in maybe like say 40 years time, they'll still be saying Elvis is alive?
Oh yeah,
No,
of course.
he's dead normally by then. They'll say Elvis is cryogenically frozen. Rogical's got his hand up looking to get in there.
This is specifically for the monkey. So I looked up tanning your butthole on YouTube, right? This is what it came up with. Perineum sunning should you be getting the sun where it don't shine? Then the second video is, meanwhile, Josh Brolin, who does this, butthole is sunburned.
Fucking idiot, isn't he? If he had a tail like me, he wouldn't have got fucking sunburnt.
Yeah, but you
Got
got
a little bit of thing, you just put your tail there, you know? It's like, oh, stinging a bit, I move my tail. You can't do that, can you? You just put your butt out and it's going to get burnt.
There's
Or
a fifth video in the search results, which is a bit more interesting. That's like a girl who does self-tanning routines to have a trick to make her butt look rounder. That's an interesting video.
Okay.
Nice.
Now,
Mike.
let's face it, they
YouTube
pay
is a
to
weird
have
place.
fucking butt implants, don't they?
Oh dear. Mike, go for it.
Hey, so I got a question for all you guys across the pond there. I don't know much about this guy, Piers Morgan.
Oh God.
He sounds like quite the dick. What's
Oh,
going
he's
tell you
on?
what,
definitely
right?
a dick.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say, I mean, it's only me and you, innit, Barman? Like, Piers Morgan is someone that you either love him or you fucking hate him.
Oh yeah.
See,
And
I feel
I'm
like
one of those that loves him.
I feel like you can love and hate Piers Morgan at the same time. He's a dick, but also you want him to interview people because he's a dick. And he will ask him questions and say, why are you a dick? But obviously nicer words because it's TV. And you're just like, oh, you can't ask that. But I'm so glad you fucking did.
He don't give a fuck, does he? I mean, it's like, you know, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. You're eating your breakfast, getting ready for work, and you're watching like Dynamite some mornings. Like, fucking hell, man, he's really going off. You know, like it's like getting full on. I mean, he's hit the papers a few times anyway, hasn't he? You know what I mean? It's not, this is not the first time, but I mean, that's just topped it all.
So was he fired or did he quit?
No, he walked out.
Yeah,
he went back on. Yeah, he quit. He walked out, and then he went back on. After he walked off, he went back on. But yeah, it was done. It was already done.
Kind of unclear over here. I saw it on the news. I was just really wasn't sure whether they fired him or whether he quit, or if they would have fired him if he didn't quit.
I tell you what, Mike, how it works in this country. You watch it, Barman. Give him a few weeks, and he'll be on BBC.
Oh yeah, Kevin, go for it.
Has anyone seen that clip of Piers Morgan where he's got some sort of like pop singer or someone you wouldn't generally think of as intelligent on the show, and just to be an asshole, he's asking them questions about math and science to see if they know the answer, and that fucking tosspot asks the person, "Do you know Pythagoras' theorem to the nearest 4 digits?" And they try to move on from it, but no, someone caught it and said, "Do you, Piers? Do you?" And someone in the crowd had to inform him that he meant pie. Fuck that man. He's a moron.
Yeah, but he is TV gold, mate. You know, like the barman said, you love him or you hate him. And I just used to love him when he was going off. And I just think, yeah, you know, this is going to get interesting. And that is fucking awesome, man.
I only know him because Clarkson gave him one of the job.
Yeah, do you know what? I was going to bring that up, to be fair. And that is really when I first got to know him. I was like, Piers Morgan. And I was like, oh, yeah. But really, I think Clarkson made him by smacking him in the mouth, because after Clarkson smacked him in the mouth, he got bigger.
He's always been quite big. Godless Scummer in chat, though.
It's a joke,
Preach
mate.
on, DKIS.
Aimee.
That's what I was just thinking, but I don't see any. Even though I think the robot just had a hissy fit.
Yeah.
It could have. Because I was thinking about and then the bot said that he did. That's weird.
Yeah, I think Streamlabs has literally just woken up because all 4 have just come through that we've had tonight from Mascot, Daybreaker Flint, and the 2 from Godless Scummer.
What? Wait, Streamlabs is here?
Screwy.
I hate that guy.
Hate that Streamlabs guy, huh?
That's he's an asshole. He always comes in late and then tries to steal the show. And I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are?
It's worse. He's been here all night doing the heists and the gambles and things like that, but has only apparently now just woken up for the super chats. So there's obviously multiple Streamlabs that don't wake up on time.
Yeah.
And a poll has just opened saying, does Streamlabs suck?
Vote let's see here.
I will not confirm that I made that poll.
The options are wrong. It should be vote 1 for yes, vote 2 for yes, but in all caps.
I wish I could get Streamlabs working on my streams. Fuck my life. It just refuses to start. I don't know why. Fucking Streamlabs.
You open the website?
The question is, did Ash Scott, Daybreaker Flint, and Godless Scummer just do a bunch of super chats?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the ones from before that have been re-announced for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember Godless Scummer's last £2 one because as I remember, it had no text and it stuck out.
Wait a minute.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, Godless Scummer did a $5 super chat saying, we have a D&D one shot coming up soon with the premise being that we are raiding Dinosaur Adventureland, right?
Yeah,
we have that.
We read that. Matt read that.
And then after that, Streamlabs has it in its log a second time, and then Godless Scummer donating $2 through super chat a couple of times. So it's just repeating itself. It's screwing up in the background.
Yeah.
It's screwing up. Big surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, we broke it. Well, actually, I blame Monkey for breaking it because Streamlabs hasn't broken like that in ages.
What?
Godless
Scummer should check. This might not actually be Streamlabs screwing up. What if YouTube dinged them a couple of times in a row?
Oh,
It is possible. The easiest way to check is, do we have more than one thing for the Streamlabs £2 one from Godless Scummer? If I scroll up in the actual chat, there he is. And
there's only one banner.
There's only one banner, but there was a Streamlabs thing for £2 at the time. So, everyone who super chatted tonight, just double check for us. You haven't been double charged by YouTube. And obviously, because you've all done through PayPal, you can just go, oi, you've charged me for one too many, and they'll sort it all out. Ash Scott says,
weird.
yeah, I did another 99 after the first one, but now I regret it. Can you refund? You can keep the first one. Please take it up with YouTube and PayPal. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with money. But I only have you down as doing it for 47 times, so obviously the other 52 don't count. We'll keep them. It's fine.
I feel that there's something devious going on here, but
devious.
Ooh, devious beer. And John Rapp was just asking, did you get paid twice? We won't know for a couple of days.
Yeah,
that's what I was just replying to him. We won't know for a day or two. And then even then, I'm not sure if we can do anything about it until it gets to AdSense at the very least, right? I think it's if there's any screw ups, it's much more effective to follow Barman's advice and follow your own thing to absolutely be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Godless says, as far as I can tell, he's only been charged for one.
That's
okay.
That's good.
Okay.
That's all right. It's just Streamlabs and YouTube having hissy fits with each other. As to be expected, really.
So
yeah.
The
database glitch.
The stream elements bot is a lot quicker. Just saying.
Yeah. There's a thought there of because we do use the polling in Yeah, in Streamlabs and a few things, but Elements has some other. There might be a combination of it in the future, but it's definitely worth looking at for sure.
Yeah. Godless Scummer does say it's still better than donating to the Rescue Witsit Fund. I feel sorry for Witsit with Nathan fecking off with the money. I would want to hit him with about. I mean, I want to hit him with about half-time anyway because he's a knob, but.
I mean, I'd feel more sorry for him if Witsit wasn't also a total prick.
Yeah,
he is.
Right.
He's one of those really arrogant flirts who believes that he doesn't have to support everything, and the burden of proof is on anybody who says the Earth's a globe. So there.
What? An arrogant flirt? I have never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, he's a bit over the top, though. No, he's not Oakley over the top, but he's
Oakley is a coward anyway. He doesn't.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely, he is. Because if he had any balls, he would debate the people who've asked him to debate in a controlled scenario. But he won't give up the mute button because he's a whiny bitch.
I will say one funny thing is that Witsit is very obviously emulating Nathan in his appearance, and must now regret that.
Well, he's grown a giant cock on his forehead.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to get that. A quick one. Barbara McGill in chat saying, "Are there free questions?" Because I asked one. We do. Obviously, you don't have to super chat to get a question asked. Obviously, tag one of us, tag EiE. As the chat goes through, if there's a gap, we'll bring it in and bring in any questions.
Yeah.
And that's how it.
I do see the question. They wanted to know what do you think is Flat Earthers' main problem, and I think that can be summed up pretty simply. They want to be special.
Yeah, fully agree.
Well, they're not. That's really all it is to it too. It's hey, we're not just some speck in space. No, you're a pet in a fucking terrarium. That's your fucking thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I personally find it amazing that the molecules in your left hand come from a different star than the molecules in the right hand. We're made of star stuff. That was an amazing thing, and they just see it as something spooky.
Yes,
it is mind blowing when you think about like on an atomic level where we come from, and
we're mostly space.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I mean, we're full of a lot of holes, aren't we?
Wait. Did someone actually say someday that stars have to die for you to exist because of the iron in your blood?
Yes.
Yeah, that was an amazing. That's much more amazing story than some that you understand.
But also different elements. Also, different elements have been produced throughout, like the stars' evolution. So like the first stars were putting out certain elements, and then when that was then coming together to create new stars in these star nurseries, then they would go on to make another element or metal or whatever, and so it's just been like a chain reaction, and that's all had to happen for us to be here.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing. And I can I just finish? When people say, "Oh yeah," we're just a speck of, we're just on a rock going through space evolution. When you think about it on that level, to me, that is fucking mind blowing and more amazing than God. Because, wow.
Yeah. Mike, you're looking to get in there.
Yeah, as Ash Scott said it he said Oakley is not a flat earther. He's exactly right. I mean, the guy's got starts his streams out with more lists of how to pay him. I mean, it's almost as long as any other intro that's out there. Just pay me here, here's my cryptocurrency, here's my PayPal, give me money. I want money and I want it now. That's all he's about. That's why he goes after big channels like Thunderfoot. When Thunderfoot did that thing, he latched onto it not because he gave a shit about simulations of gas molecules and Brownian motion. No, he cared about he's got subs and I need to get some. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that work out for him? Because I'm just going over his channel. His channel seems dead.
It's a wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see. He has 20,000 subscribers. Didn't he have 20? He still doesn't have 20,000 subscribers. He was near 20,000 subscribers like a few years ago. What's going on, Nathan?
His
It hasn't grown at all.
move, and his community consists of the same 30 people supporting each other in a circle.
Yeah.
This is a true example of an echo chamber. I mean, with so many subscribers, how is it possible you get so few views? That's actually impressive.
Lately, he's not even because I suppose if you went back a year ago, he's probably 160, 180. I've glanced at him now, and he's been on like 80, 80 viewers with 19K, whatever it is.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
So I just got a notification for Super Chat Smat's uploaded video, which is great. I like that, but where's the notification for us? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. YouTube hates us so badly, so very, very badly.
It's like funny as shit.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at Nathan Oakley on Social Blade, and it's his freaking monthly video gains. They look like a roller coaster because they go all the way up from 186,000 views in the month of March all the way down to 57,000 video views in the month of December. But it's up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And weirdly, his subscribers are up and down. But at the same point, I can't remember his subscribers growing for freaking ages. But apparently in February of 2019, he had 3,500 subscribers.
Yeah, I gotta wonder if those ups are when he did he went after Thunderfoot and when he went after Dave, and you gotta wonder. Kevin, you got your hand up.
You know what's really fun is if you look at his future predictions. Based on where he's going now, his subs prediction. So he's at 19,717 now, right?
Yeah.
In 5 years, he'll have gone up by 10,000. 5 years.
It's still better than me.
That's mad. Oh, I've not looked. I don't think I've ever put mine in Social Blade. I need to look. I just need to. Just my view. If I can be higher than him in 5 years, I'm going to laugh my tits off. Hang on.
Is every
are we?
channel on Social Blade?
Yes. In 5 years' time, according to Social Blade, I should be at 42,348 subscribers. So in 5 years' time, I should be beating Nathan.
So, yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, it's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. I mean, look who you're fighting here. You're fighting basically a guy that has a channel.
Yeah, that is true. But at the moment, I only have 1,470 something subscribers. He's got almost 20,000. Do you think it'd be an easy bet that in 5 years' time he should have more than me? Especially with him live streaming every day. But obviously, no one cares about what he has to say because he's a little bitchy boy who has nothing decent to say.
Holy shit.
Well,
okay, Social Blade has me in 5 years at 34,637. I wonder how that figures that out. Oh, that's views. I'm sorry. Only 1,300.
Yeah, it has some kind of calculation that calculates that the bigger you get, the faster you grow.
Yeah. Yeah, which helps that the lovely Dead Kennedy in Space did a video and did a little bit of mine on it on his channel. I gained a load of subscribers, thank you very much. But it means in theory, in 238 days, I should be at 2,500 subscribers. That'd be nice.
Wow, that would be cool.
That'd
I had a big subscriber jump when Blue Marble used my video on Riley in his video.
Nice.
And that was it. That was the last time I had a jump in subs. Maybe I should make a video.
I was going to say, when did you last make a video?
It's been about a year and a half, I think. It's been a year. Yeah.
That might explain some things, but still,
it explains a lot. Actually,
Social Blade are having you wanting to grow anyway, so that's nice.
I don't know how.
I'm pretty sure a lot of things on Social Blade need to be taken with a grain of salt.
It's a big grain.
One thing to point out, for instance, that it estimates my yearly earnings as somewhere between $39 and $631. Somewhere in there.
Oh, I need to look now what my
It's a good range. I think it estimated me at about annually about 6 cents.
estimated monthly earnings on my channel between $2 and $25. Pound, with a 19 to 304 pound a year earnings. Okay.
I'm not being funny, right? But like, it probably will be somewhere between there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, it will be. But I mean, shoot a shotgun shell at a barn door wide enough, you're gonna hit it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I bet all of us are going to get somewhere between, say, zero money at all because we're not monetized, up to $1 million. You know, it's we're bound to all fall in there somewhere, aren't we? I'm going to fucking do better than Social Blame. Just fucking.
See, I'm just happy that between AdSense, Patreons, and members, I can now cover the internet cost per month, which is fucking awesome, really. It's like my internet is paid for. So
that's where it really comes there, isn't it? The people that actually love us, love you, the channels, and support the channels, you know? Mm-hmm. That's where you really get your revenue. It's not fucking like YouTube. They give you fuck all, man, and then they give it to you. What the fuck all they give you? They give you 3 months later anyway. So
you bring up a good point. You're going to bring up a good point as well. I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't take into account the super chats. It's just taking.
No, it doesn't.
It's doing some kind of weird calculation of the views compared to how many views in a day you get, and then some kind of strange calculation.
Also, Radical, it's trying to guess what the lottery for the payment on ads is going to be, because there's a lottery in the background, and month to month ad views are worth different things. So
the CPM as well.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube has made it so convoluted that there's no way you're going to get anything more accurate than what we can get now, and that's the sad reality.
All I can say is that I've seen some various YouTubers that have videos that have 1 million views. That is around 6,000 to 7,000 euros.
Yeah,
that's kind of the price paid for, and I'm talking about a video that's 15 minutes long. So that's kind of the and if they have that metric, they could technically calculate, but it seems a bit off.
Yeah. See, if you were YouTube, wouldn't you push loads more videos for people who aren't monetized and are below 1,000 subscribers on the algorithm to see if they hit that magic become viral video? Because they're not monetized, you don't have to pay them, but you're still going to get a viral video. Woohoo!
It's actually it's more than that, Barman, because they now put ads on videos whether you ask for it or not. So, like,
really,
I know a couple of creators that I follow that have such thick and beautiful subscribers on Patreon that they don't put ads on their videos on YouTube because they just don't need to. And now there's ads on every one of their videos, and it's YouTube doing it. You have no choice.
Do you know the one thing I hate? If I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone because I've got no ad stuff or anything on the phone, so every single ad comes through. Midstream ads. I will quite happily, even with I will watch, but I will watch a video watch an advert before a video, quite happily. Don't mind. If it's a midstream ad, especially when sometimes it's mid-sentence, it's not, they've not made it into the video like, here's a pause break. I know Creaky does ad breaks now, which is fine because it's like an actual pause break.
Yeah, and that's what I find most annoying about it is in the middle of a goddamn sentence, and then you sometimes it's like in the middle of a word, and you're like, what the hell did he say? And then you got to back up because you're trying to figure out the hell's what's going on. That happens to me quite a few times.
Sometimes you get another ad.
Oops. Yeah. Figure this one, guys. So right now I can go over to our live little studio, right? And I have a button right here that will let me inject an ad. So we could go, okay, just give us 10 seconds to pay the bills here, fellow babies, and we'll be right back. And I could hit the button. Everything's smooth and cool. Wouldn't be too big a deal. But if we don't put them in ourselves, YouTube will fucking do it after unless you go back in every so often, change your preferences, because they already did it to us once. We have so many back videos that put ads in the middle, even though we didn't want to, because none of us caught the email that went out that said, "Oh, we're doing it automatically unless you say not to," and it just ruins the fucking show.
Yeah, I'm just lucky that email came before I was monetized, because I'd kick myself if I found a middle freaking ad in my videos. I literally would. So I can understand if it was a half an hour video or a live stream like this, and we'll say, right, we're all going for a pee break. Put an advert break in here. That's fine. With a whole screen in the background, I don't moan about that at all. But I've seen 10, 15-minute long videos before now with 4 or 5 ad breaks in the middle. It's like the actual feck.
Yeah, and even worse if it's sponsored and they already do a sponsor read, and then you get an ad. So you've been watching 3.5 minutes of video, and you've had 40 seconds of them talk about something other than getting paid. You get a little bit annoyed quick.
Favorite is when I'm watching them do their like sponsored ad read, and in the middle of the ad, I get an ad. That's the best one. Yeah, ads in the middle.
Sure, that's against some kind of contract they have with the sponsor. Pretty sure YouTube is in breach there.
Yeah, because how'd you like to pay for your ad to be inserted and then get someone's ad in the middle of your ad? Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed.
Yeah, and actually, now that you say it that way, I'd be really annoyed that my ad is getting cut too because of YouTube.
Yeah.
Has anyone,
you could be, but if YouTube are randomly banging them in anyway, and it could just happen, then fuck.
Has anyone come along stupidly long, non-skippable ads yet? I've seen tweets.
Barman,
like 20-second, 30-second ones.
No, that's child's play. That's child's play. That's literal child's play. I saw a frigging ad for 6 hours. A 6-hour frigging ad.
What?
And I was like, what the hell is this?
What the hell was that all about?
It was some kind of live stream of a documentary that was live streaming something. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you
ad?
watching?
Wow.
We need to have this out. What was the video that came up on? And please say it was a 24-hour live stream or something, because it was. I think it was an 8-minute ad about something about rockets. I was looking at some rocket stuff, and they did a documentary about a movie that was going on about SpaceX, and I'm like, okay. First of all, why is this Indian? Second of all, I don't understand what you guys are saying. Third of all, where's my skip button?
That's right.
I mean, 6-hour ad. I mean, I don't even know what the hell is that even. 6 hours. That takes a lot of effort to make.
Even Zack Snyder can't make a movie that fucking long.
No.
Yeah, wow.
Even the Lord of the Rings is pushing it. You have to have 2 bloody episodes of Lord of the Rings to get up to 6 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true. That is true. Well, yeah, but oh god, that's a piss take. Go on, Monkey.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you think, right, okay, we've got an ad campaign coming up, guys. Sit down. What we're going to do? Well, let me just warn you now. We're looking at going over 5, possibly in 6 hour quarter day. Not not sort of 15 seconds, but like a quarter of a day. Is that all right? Let's get going.
Like a good, length.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I was just sitting there. I was like, well, that's 6 hours. I was sitting there for about 30 seconds. I was like contemplating everything about life. My life was flashing before my eyes. And then I noticed there was no skip button. Yeah, then I noticed the skip button was not there, and I was like, okay, let's refresh the page.
That's a piss take. Kevin, you're looking to get in. Maybe. Hopefully.
The mute button works. There we go. I'm pretty sure I forgot what it... Oh, yeah, now I remember. Ads. I've heard of them just injecting an entire 90-minute program in, or, like Gragical said, like a 6-hour documentary or whatever the hell it is. I haven't seen those myself. I've seen screenshots of that. What I did see the other day is I was watching something, I can't remember what, but the ad was a 3.5-minute music video for a band that I actually really liked. It was a Gojira music video, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This ad is the only time I could ever watch this whole music video without an ad being in it.
It kind of reminds me of that meme. I heard you liked ads, so I got some ads for your ads.
I tell you what pisses me off, right? When you're listening to a tune and then they interrupt the tune that you're listening to advertise a tune that is not even the same genre, and you wouldn't fucking listen to it anyway.
No, it is mad. What the fuck was I going to say then? Shit. Oh crap. Never mind. I remember. We're going to do wrap ups in a minute, but I was going to ask something about adverts.
Can you be any more vague?
Yes, I can. Oh, that was it. Cookies. Vagueness. That was it. You'd think with Google being able to use I've searched for this product, and then you get a load of adverts for this product. Brilliant. I've searched this product, I got a load of adverts for this product. Why doesn't YouTube work the same? I've searched for X. Why do I then see adverts for A? The most furthest away thing I could possibly think of.
Because
especially in this day of tracking and targeting. How?
Because A paid more than X.
And I've seen related to the content it's being shown on as well.
Well, and the relate is funny, Radical, because I've seen that Gaia website have advertisements before our show, and we debunk those assholes. I mean, it's hilarious.
But surely, no matter how much someone pays, you want someone to actually be interested in the advert you're going to send, because otherwise it's wasted money.
Personalized ads, they tend to work. The problem is with personalized ads. I mean, I just bought a Pro controller for my Switch, and I actually set a world record on a level I was having a lot of trouble with. So it works. You gotta get a better controller. But now I have all kinds of controllers, like PlayStation controllers. I already have it, man. Get off my freaking website.
That is an annoying thing.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about targeted ads. Way back in the day, you used to see ads for all kinds of things, and you'd go, "Oh, that's neat," or "That's cool." But now, if I go and search and go on Amazon and buy myself a new mouse, I see ads for mice for 3 months. Well, how many fucking mice do you think I need?
Yeah,
it's because purchases don't get cookies because it's part of the money exchangeness that then can't be flagged up, which is fucking annoying. Sorry, Mike, go on.
Facebook now, you get ads in your feed as you go down, but you can click on it to have it removed, and it asks you why, and you could say, I've already made this purchase, or it's because sometimes you get the same ad over and over. You could say it's repetitive, and they actually do go away. Well, it doesn't stop them from tossing other stupid shit in there, but that's at least got some control, some feedback associated with it.
Yeah, it's already Mike. That why don't you like this ad system is the best thing ever, because when I had Facebook, I don't anymore, but when I did, I told them every single ad they showed me was offensive, and I was just hoping and praying that there was someone sitting in a Facebook office somewhere going, I don't get it. He makes a Facebook post about Skyrim, and then he says a Skyrim ad is offensive. I don't know how to make this guy happy.
Hang on, Kevin, do you not go to YouTube videos and think, I don't actually like this guy on this channel. He's just made this 8-hour video about Skyrim. I'm going to report it for nudity, just so someone has to sit there for 8 hours and find the boobs.
What do you mean 8 hours? Skyrim videos are full of boobs. That's like you click through it and you have boobs.
No, only MXR play videos. Looking at this,
has anyone seen that? Has anyone seen that? Like,
here we go.
It's a flat Earth debate.
Fuck
off, Mike. It's a flat Earth. I think it's just called the Flat Earth Debate channel. Fuck knows, right? And it's on every day. They do 8-hour live streams, and they have 4 people watching, and sometimes, and no joke, there's no one on there talking, but they still stream it anyway, and you're like, there's no one on there.
Sounds like my gaming streams, man.
Oh, God.
Barman, before we wrap up here, I want to try something. We've never actually hit that inject the ad button. I know we've got a few people that are on YouTube Premium right now watching, as well as some that aren't. I'd love to hit the button and see what the different people see.
Oh, that would be good.
You think they might see different ads?
Well, YouTube Premium people probably won't see anything and we'll keep talking, but people that don't have it will probably get an ad and then we'll know if it was a non-skippable, a skippable. Like, I have no idea what this fucking button's going to do.
Okay, I'm looking at it now, so let's see what happens.
I have to say, press the button.
Okay, here we go. So we'll do it just like it's supposed to be. Like, so we're just going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
I'm going for a wank.
Add in 3, 2, 1. It actually does add. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So
it's the same ad that I had at the beginning.
Is it?
I got nothing. I have an ad blocker though.
I have ad
okay. See, yeah,
it does a second ad.
Yeah. Press the button. I did.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I was muted and I was desperately trying to tell people not to press the button because my ad blocker is on also.
Oh shit!
I don't see shit.
What, people.
I forgot about that.
Barman, how was your wank? I've just finished.
I've only just started, dude. I was hoping for an unskippable 6-hour ad.
I got a 2-minute.
Right, I thought you said you was going for a wank now, so that's what I just did.
My ad is 2 minutes, and it's a guy drawing on a Cintiq, and he's really good.
Do you know what, Radical? The thing about a 2-minute ad, right, is I could plan to have 3 wanks in a 2-minute ad, but like after the first one, I can't be bothered with the other 2.
And he wonders why he's single. So just looking at the chat, B-Chain says, have a good one, Barman. Got nothing. He says he's got premium. Christo's music channel, no ad blocker. And I got nothing on mobile without premium on Don Giovanni either. So
I'm
this
gonna hit
is
it.
The thing now is,
I'm going to hit it one more time and see if anybody that didn't get an ad gets an ad.
Ooh.
So YouTube's system to pay themselves doesn't even effectively pay themselves all the time.
No, only some people get adverts. Dave N got a Turkish Airlines 30-second video and then a War Thunder video for 30 seconds. War and Turkish Airlines, well done.
Dave N, are you on mobile or on a computer? Or maybe a television or whatever. What platform? That's the question. Yeah, that's it. Duh.
I get more ads on the app on my smart TV and on my Xfinity thing than anywhere else. It's like amazing.
Yes,
they just randomly show up too.
I do have to find one good thing. John Rapp says, YouTube Premium, no ad, but you will get the revenue. Hit that button about 50 times. Radical.
Do you guys remember there was like a webcomic, a little strip with like 4 panels. You got Vimeo talking to YouTube. You know, Vimeo saying, I finally got it. I'm allowed to show 1 ad on a video. YouTube looks at them and is like, amateur. I can actually, place ads all over. It's like maybe 2, 3, 4 ads in a video. And then from the darkness of the corner, you bunch of plebs. What's that? Television turns around. Bunch of plebs.
Television does wank spanners, a lot of them.
No. See, me and Monkey can't actually say on that because we live in the world with this thing called the BBC, which has no advert breaks. The only adverts you get between BBC programs are for more BBC programs, but they don't take a break in between the program. It's only at the end of one program and the start of another.
Can I just say, since you've just touched on the BBC, and I know the rest of the world still scratch their heads when we say we need a license for a television, and it's because of the BBC. Some of you may know, some of you may not. But like, I don't know if you've seen this, Barman. There's been sort of like quite a lot of people that have been just refusing to pay their license, and then when the license enforcing officers rock up on the door, they're getting their mobile phones out, filming them, and just looking in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry, but I don't want to pay any more money into your fucking paedophile ring. Fuck off my property, and I'll be suing you and getting my fucking money back, because I cannot believe that the likes of you fucking scumbags would harbour people like Sir Jimmy Savile. Scrap the fucking Sir Scum Civvy Jimmy Savile. You know what I mean? And they fucking knew about it and fucking protected him. So it wasn't like, oh wow, we didn't know. No, they fucking knew. But you know, back then celebrity was bigger than the fucking monarchy, wasn't it? So people like him sat in his fucking shell suits and his big fucking gold chains like some gangster granddad was a fucking sick fuck who was so sick he even had keys to a morgue.
Yeah. The one bit that makes me laugh with the nutters that go, I'm not paying the TV license. I don't watch BBC. It's like, well, that's fine. Do you watch any other channel? It's like, well, yes. Well, you do know that the license fee goes to paying for all the transmitters, don't you? Oh, yeah. Do you listen to radio? Because that's paid for as well. But I feel like the talk of Jimmy Savile is probably slightly further than we ever want to go on one of our shows, unless I'm really pissed, and then I would.
So what about satellite?
Well, Tony Reggie said, and Rolf Harris.
Yeah, satellite TV, you would still have to pay for your BBC license fee because BBC is available via satellite TV.
Basically, they say if you've got a fucking toilet, we have to pay for a TV license these days.
Okay.
The translation to that is if you've got any way of receiving live television broadcast via either Freeview, satellite, or any sort of thing like that. Mobile phone, the online stuff. There is a thing to scrap it for the online ones that you have to pay your TV license because the TV license pays for the upkeep of the equipment in relation to those services. But anyway, we've got well off topic from everything. I'm going to do the wrap up because otherwise we'll be here all night. I'm going to start with Dick because he's been playing with streams, pressing buttons and twiddling with his thumbs. Dick, have you enjoyed the show? How awesome was Professor Dave? How awesome is Radical? And how big is my cock?
Amazing. Fuck, that thing is more like a toothpick. I'm telling you, that was a really good night. That was excellent fun. Everybody had a blast. I mean, at this point, I'm hungry enough to chew on the balloon knot of a rotten raccoon that's dead on the side of the highway, but absolute fantastic stream. Had a blast.
Oh, I love it. Kevin Kennedy, how good was Radical? How good was Dave? And how big is your cock?
Damn it, I was hoping you were going to repeat the question about your cock. I had a whole answer for
that. Okay. How was Radical? How was Dave? How big is my cock?
Great. And you know, it's not the size of the boat, but in your case, you're barely afloat.
I still make your mum scream.
Now get a grip, you lot. What the fuck?
Oh, who's next on your list there, Barman?
Mike
Get it together.
Mike!
Oh, dear God.
How good was Radical? How good was Dave? And how good is your wife's cock?
Oh, we're not going. Yeah.
Okay.
Dave was awesome. Radical is awesome as always. And it was a good night. I love Pub Chat. It's my favorite Shills show.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's damn fun.
Radical, how good were you on the show? How good was Dave on the show? And how good is Radical's cock?
You do realize it's a cow, right?
I know what I said. It's fine. It worked out with Mike's one because we asked about Mike's wife's cock. Come on, keep up.
Well, it's a combination of spiffy, awesome, and
what?
I don't know the cow.
Spiffy.
You know, you can dream all about Radical's cock, but you know, it's like yours, non-existent.
Yay, that's my wife.
Excuse me, I'm on the Rule 34 website.
Oh, I'm too scared to go to Rule 34 website and type in Radical. That would just be disturbing.
For fuck's sake. I typed in Radical on Urban Dictionary. Apparently it's a word, and it kind of works with what Radical actually is. I did not make that. I don't want to know what's on Rule 34 about Radical.
Do it. do it. While you're doing that,
Wait a minute. That was just a segue, just like Clarkson always does.
I know, but I'm going to make you do
Anyway,
it.
that was awesome, man.
How good was Rajikow's cock? How good was Dave? And how much have you enjoyed the show?
Oh my
Who the
god.
fuck are you talking to, man?
Yeah, you got to add a name to that.
It was
No,
like
no,
fun.
no, 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 no.
I don't know anything about Rajikow, but I loved having Rajikal on. Dave was great too, and I just want to thank everyone in the chat for coming. And I don't
think everyone in
and anything else.
news for coming.
That's right, and I don't want to know anything else.
Neither do we.
Oh, love it. Thank you, Amy, and thank you, Matthew. And just because I know from experience of how this is going to go, Jutmonk, you're last on my list for obvious reasons. How good was Radical? How good was Professor Dave? And how small is your cock?
Well, let me tell you something, right? First and foremost, what I like to come back with the likes of Radical, who I fucking love, and Professor Dave, man, loved it, man, absolutely loved it. They were both fucking banging. As for how small it, well, yeah, I've got a small cock, but I have got a 9-inch tongue. And as for Radical, well, Radical has felt my cock. And what I want to know is how the fuck Dick Dawson knows you've got a cocktail stick cock.
Experience. The one thing I want to know is why the fuck, knowing you were on the show, did I start an entire line of asking people about cocks at the end of the show?
Yeah, there was
I didn't plan that. Yes, I am. On that note, Dick. Oh, go on, Radical.
Wait, we're talking about roosters, right?
Yes, obviously.
Of course.
Because we're very well behaved here.
You bunch of fuckers run a family-friendly show after all.
Of course we fucking do. On that note, Dick, press that button where you make everything stop, and then you don't have to hear about me shaving my balls, shaving my chest hair, putting that finger
push
on
my
you,
nose.
baby. It's really weird. It electrified me as well the other day.
I've been trying to shag my